The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through, and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Now, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mayfield. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run. For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And the Rams at 3-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After one, 7-3 the score. On EA. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hubbard not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They go play action. Mayfield.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Mayfield. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Mayfield now. He finds his man complete. That's Warner.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield with it once more. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taken really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That went out wide and intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield to throw it. A pass complete to Odunze. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one, ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mayfield off the play fake. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 55 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Rams 3.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 31. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Rams are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A give running right. It's Hubbard. Still on his feet. Touchdown, LA! Chuba Hubbard His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Joshua 30 to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That's pulled in by Wilson.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. It's an should return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
Got a man here. It's Wilson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Going right back to Wilson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Lions, the win